Good day everyone. This time we will discuss about effective communication skills. Effective communication entails responsible listening between the speaker and the listener. Both parties should take the responsibility to channel the intended message properly responded. However, this responsibility has not been acted upon because of individuals' inability to listen. The act of listening has been disregarded and many people failed to realize that listening is connected with comprehending. That is, when you have not comprehended the transmitted message, then such message is no use at all. When all these happen, communication breakdown occurs. There are 4 barriers to poor listening according to Grunbeck 1994. First, weak extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation refers to motivation that comes from outside an individual. This is an external motivating factor that provides satisfaction and pleasure. However, if the speaker fails to provide relevant rewards to listening, the motive becomes weak. As a result, passive listeners are produced. Second, we have personal constraints. A person's attitudes, values, beliefs, and desires can affect his or her interest to listen to the speaker's message. Third is environmental constraints. Environmental factors like humid room, uncomfortable seats, noisy seatmates, physical discomfort, or some external distractions that may affect listening. Fourth is poor timing. This refers to the fitting moment or the right time when a person is ready to listen. Personal and environmental constraints can play a significant contribution in this aspect. Listening requires more than just hearing messages directed to us. It is an active process requiring understanding. There are 2 kinds of listening according to Martinez in 2002. The first is empathic listening and second is critical listening. Empathic listening is also known as active or reflective listening. This is a means of listening to respond and understand the feelings of emotion of others, involving empathy, compassion, and deeper connection with another person. It does not involve making judgment and offering advice. Rather, it is a way of encouraging speakers to explain their emotions and feelings. Critical listening. It is done when a person addresses his attention directly to what the speaker is saying. It involves evaluating and scrutinizing what is being said, analyzing information, making judgment, and aligning with what we already know and believed in. Aside from 2 kinds of listening, there are also 5 stages of listening. First is receiving. This is the first stage of the listening process involving the act of allowing verbal and nonverbal information to sink in to be absorbed by paying attention to the message being conveyed. Second is understanding. This is the second stage of listening process which is done through planning on how to respond to the message. This involves the processing of the meaning of the message received. Third, we have remembering. This is the third stage of listening process which involves the absorbing and processing of information through retention of ideas from short-term memory to long-term memory. Fourth is evaluating. This is the 4th stage of reading process which is done after the information has been absorbed, processed, and remembered. This is the act of responding to the message by evaluating facts and opinions, demonstrating judgment, identifying biases, and interpreting messages. The 5th one, or the last one, is responding. This is the last stage where there is interaction between the speaker and the receiver. Active participation in this stage is also evident, leading to positive response. There are 6 suggestions or tips on how to listen well. First, lend your ears with complete attention and thorough concentration. Second, shut out the presence of other persons to absorb what is said. Third, be removed from irrelevant noises and sounds. Fourth, listen logically and analytically. Fifth, form pictures and images of what the speaker is saying. And sixth, associate what is said to certain events and experiences. What should the speaker and listener do in order to achieve the effective communication?